I thought about something on break, and we might not be able to go long like I wanted to, because I need to start prepping for Monday today, and unfortunately that means I'm gonna need to sleep. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go back to this Vilverin place. Not to do it. We will do it. We might do it. Anyway. Because I don't remember it. So it'd be kind of fun. But we're coming here to sleep in these bandits' bed. You have ascended to level 2. You realize that all your life you have been coasting along as if you were in a dream. Suddenly, facing the trials of the last few days, you have come alive. So this is where it changed. Previously, can I do? Oh, I can only do 5. Okay, cool. Previously, in order to get you could get 1 per whatever, right? That could be a thing you did. But then you would not hit max stats even if you leveled everything up, because the fun part about Elder Scrolls is there isn't a max level. There is a max level because everything only levels to 100. There isn't real in most cases because most people aren't going to do that. But in Oblivion, it was kind of really finite because your major skills are what leveled you up. So once your major skills hit to a point where you couldn't level anymore, you were done. Period. Which is also why you didn't want anything you used all the time as a major skill, because then your stats would be negatively affected by that. Anyway, so what you would do, you would get +1, +3, or +5 based on how many levels you got into an attribute. So say Blade, since that's what I'm using, is a strength attribute. I would need Blade, I think it was Blade, Hand-to-Hand, and Blunt. Regardless, let's pretend those are what it was. Between those 3, I needed 10 levels to hit a +5. And if I didn't get that, I would get +3 or +1. And you could do that for 3 stats. You could get +5 for 3 stats because you could only pick 3 stats. And then any extra levels you got, like 11 levels in a strength or a level you got in an intelligence that you weren't going to use, those were wasted levels. That doesn't carry over to the next level, nothing like that. So you would literally need to balance your leveling to where you're only getting 10 points, 10 levels into your major skills to hit your level up, and the rest of them were in minor skills specifically on whatever you were trying to hit +5 and nothing else. The exception was luck, because as you can see, I can only get 1 luck. Now, I don't want to do that yet. I don't know if that's going to negatively affect my luck to be able to get it maxed out. I know previously you could do your luck later in the game. We'll see how that plays out. Right now, I want endurance and strength, and then I'll just put 2 in this. Put 2 into agility. I have a short sword right now, so like kind of sucks because I would prefer a longsword. Oh, there was a box here I didn't notice. 10 gold. There's no real purpose for me doing this.
This is the part
Oh,
where
hi.
you fall down and bleed.
I heard the blade, so I shouldn't have been scared, but surprised is the right term. But, you know, whatever. Yeah, it got me. Fuck you. When I do eventually get done with all these other games and go to the horror games that I have planned, which we'll probably do that in October. Like, no matter what we're doing, we'll probably stop and do horror games. Just so that they get on the stream earlier. Because for now, it's going to be a while before we touch any horror games. Now, like, I love horror. I'm bad with horror. Not because I'm scared, but because I get startled so easily. And I think that'll be great for the stream. A couple of games I want to play sooner rather than later are Silent Hill 2 and Outlast and a couple others that have been brought up to me in the past, but I've never taken time to play, like The Evil Within. Everything I just named in terms of horror, I've never played, and tried my best not to get spoiled. So that I don't know what's coming up. Now, like, Silent Hill Homecoming, I never played through the whole game, but I watched the entire playthrough. So playing that wouldn't, not that I remember any of it. Not all of it anyway. But
What's that? Hello? Who's there? Who's there?
bandits are stupid.
This house is here.
We had a warhammer. I am over encumbered. Too many two-handed weapons. I'll drop the cuirasses. I have clairvoyance on. I don't need to know where I'm going. I just... Alright. I'm already full up, so I'm not going to go down. We're just going to head out. Like, leveling and shit's nice, but it doesn't matter if I can't carry anything. There's still more shit here that I could take, but I can't because I don't have any room. The fuck? Also, just because we're playing Oblivion today, don't necessarily expect me to play this all the way through until we beat it, because this game, Skyrim, and Morrowind are going to play differently. Now, it doesn't mean I won't do that, but there is another game that I was really wanting to play that we will probably stop playing this after today's stream and switch to that game until we beat it and then come back to this. Anyway, Elysia Otis' Guide to the Imperial City. Praise Akatosh! Bless the Empire and all its people. My name is Elysia Otis, and I'd like to tell you all about the Imperial City. Who do you think lives in the Imperial City? Eurosemptum, Emperor of Tamriel, Defender of the Faith, and Descendant of the Sainted Tiber Septim, Lord Talos, the holy god of state and law in our blessed 9 divines. Fucking run-on sentence and a half. Jesus Christ. All know the Emperor to be a good and holy man, for he may often be seen in the Temple of the One, making his devotions to the 9 divines and the communion of saints. And where does he live? In the Imperial Palace, in the center of the Imperial City, in the white gold tower which was built many ages ago by the goddess Daedra loving Aelids. How fine it is that the stones raised high by this ancient evil empire are now reconsecrated as a monument to imperial justice and piety. People who visit the Imperial Palace like to walk among the graves of saints and counts, battle mages and emperors, and gaze with wonder upon the white gold tower, which can be seen from any place within the city. The Elder Council Chamber here cannot be entered, and though you may marvel at their curious ancient armors, you will soon be away from the rude and discourteous Imperial guards. Imperial City Districts. Imperial City is divided into 10 districts. At the center is the Imperial Palace. The other districts are grouped around the palace. To the northwest is Elven Gardens, a pleasant residential district. Continuing Widdershins, the Talos district, an exclusive residential area, lies to the west. To the southwest is the Temple district, and beyond it the outside walls, the filthy and bad-smelling waterfront district. To the southeast lies the Arboretum, and beyond that, the outside walls, the infamous Arcane University of the Mages Guild. To the east of the notorious Arena district. And last, to the northeast of the palace lies the Market District, where anything may be bought, and beyond the Market District, outside the city walls, the Imperial Prison. The Temple District. I live in the Temple District of the Imperial City, and it is a very pretty place. You are welcome to visit me, my husband, and daughter, when you come to worship at the Temple of the One. The district is very pretty, and only pleasant and well-bred persons live here, though, as in all parts of the cities, beggars are a constant problem. The Arboretum. In this beautiful garden, you will find the famous statues of the 9 divines. In the center, you will find the statue of the Lord Talos, Emperor Tiber Septim. But is it right that Talos should have this place of honor rather than Akatosh, king of the gods? It is the scheming pride of the Elder Council, who sought favor with sons of Talos, that is responsible for this shameful error. There's more on Talos in other games. We'll get to that when we get to Skyrim. And potentially Morrowind. I don't know how gods play in Morrowind. The Market District. You will find crowds of people waiting outside the doors of the Office of Imperial Commerce to make their complaints about being cheated by some merchant. It is a very dirty place. Piles of crates lie around in untidy heaps. Unwholesome toadstools and funguses grow in clumps, and the cobbles are slimy and encrusted with filth. If you may send your servant rather than visit yourself, it would be far better. Arcane University. This place is unspeakably dirty and unkempt, no better than a slum. You will never find the students or wizards outside in the air, for they are squatting in their dark dungeons, poring over profane texts and making crabbed scribbles on scrolls. Within the Archmage's tower is hidden the Imperial Ori, which the mages use to study the sky. Such fools! Why do they not look on the glory of creation itself and give praise to the 9 as they ought, rather than squat and peer at such a ridiculous and expensive machine? The mages are said to have a great library of precious books, but they jealously hoard them for themselves. This is no loss for the righteous, for these books are surely full of wicked nonsense. I'm gathering something from this person. Imperial Waterfront. This is a terrible place. It is not uncommon to stumble over the bodies of women and children who have been murdered here. There are no more wicked and godless men in Tamriel than merchants and sailors, and they gather here to plot and cheat citizens of their hard-earned gold. Gambling, enslaving, and skooma sucking, and even more depraved activities take place in warehouses and ships here. And where are the city watch? Nowhere to be seen. Yeah, but do something there and find out. The prisons are very cruel and horrible, damp and dirty, with chains and pincers, and manacles and instruments of torture on every hand. Whoever wrote this book, not the writer, but whoever wrote the text for this, in the game, for the game, not in the game, but for the game, either did it on purpose or needs to go back to school. Because 4 ands in a single run-on sentence is bad enough, but a paragraph that is a sentence is fucking atrocious. Anyway. But did I find any prisoners in these cells? No, for the watch is so lazy and careless that the cells are all empty. There are guards everywhere in the Imperial City. They travel in groups, for even they are afraid of the cruel bandits and thieves that lurk everywhere in the city. I do not know why they do not throw the impertinent beggars into prison. Criminals are so bold as to introduce themselves to you on the street. One outlaw was so brazen as to boast that he had stolen his weapons and armor from the Imperial prison. How careless and idle those watchmen must be to allow this. They know no shame, for the wicked officers of the watch are corrupt, and accept gold from the hands of the very people they are supposed to place behind bars. The arena. I will not tell you about this place, for you have no need to visit it. Only idle or foolish persons come here to throw their money away on games of chance, or to spill their own blood when they would better devote themselves to exterminating the armies of robbers and beggars that swarm in the streets. May the Nine bless you and keep you. Yep. This person will fit it in right now. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't need to elaborate. Anybody who knows, but right now, where we're at, that person would fit in. And, not knocking religion. You believe what you need to believe or feel you should believe. But holy shit. Some people come off as fucking crazy when they go off the deep end with it. Which, I mean, that's how we got a lot of fucked shit in our time. Not our time. Kind of our time. But the shit I was thinking of was not in our time. Anyway, we're gonna go back to Chain Hall now. I was legit not prepared for a book that long. Almost all of the books in, we're gonna stand here for 13 hours. Why 13? Because I'm used to Skyrim where all the stores open up at 10 a.m. I don't remember when they open up in this game. And in fact, I'm pretty sure a lot of the stores have 2 days off. Just like real life. Hi, madam. I've heard that already.
We'll see.
Do you want to buy things from me? I have Fur Cuirass and... Oh, actually no. Take the Rusty Shield. And...
That seems fair. That's more than I'd use. You got a great...
I haven't seen my level go up yet.
That's a fair deal. An excellent bargain.
So I don't actually know if it is or not.
A good price for a good...
Maybe I've just missed it.
Ganradhel can teach you...
Yeah, I already know that.
Aye.
Thank you. But I do need to come in here and put this shield on. Alright, so now that I've done all that, we're going to go to the Fighters Guild and actually talk to... Oh boy. The one they told us to talk to. Oh, right. All the books in Skyrim, I feel like were only a couple of pages, not 10 fucking pages. I heard a door open.
We're looking for recruits. Interested? The Emperor and his 3 sons dead, right under the noses of the Imperial Guard. It's a disgrace.
I think that's an Imperial, but it could also be a Breton.
Training, beds, and good hard work. Can't beat it.
Like Bretons
How are
and...
you today?
Hi. Bretons and Imperials are hard to tell apart when you first start a game.
Join the Fighters Guild? Fight and get paid for it.
I think it was a Breton, because I think this is an Imperial.
I've settled down here. Nice place. Little slow, but it suits me. Birds
Unless
grow
this is a
cosh
Nord,
as bear
but I highly
sometimes,
doubt that.
But I got thick skin. Doesn't bother me.
He might actually be a Nord based on his name.
They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep.
So
It's
this
how
is
they
important
recruit new
information.
members. Join the guild. You
So
won't regret
if
it.
you've never played an Elder
Hi there.
Scrolls game, the Dark
Good morning.
Brotherhood is
We're all
a
talking about the Emperor's
group
murder.
of...
We have no
assassins.
emperor and no heir. That's never happened before. I suppose we should all be worried.
I
Now
just
here's
don't think
Burz
the
Grakash.
Elder Council will take care of things, sooner or later.
What do you want? A job?
God
If you want it
damn,
from
that's
me,
some...
you'll have to join the Fighters Guild.
I feel like
Not
they
that I'm
overdid
sure you
it
can
with the
cut it.
orcs. Like, it's leaning on insensitive and racist, and I hope that
This
wasn't the
guild is going
intent.
to hell in a hog cart. Look at what they give me. Keld of the Isles.
But holy shit.
Odin Bar, both guardian rank. Pfft, useless. I love being in the guild. There's money to be made. If you're interested, find Velena
Those
Dunton in
fucking-
Coral. They charged me 5 gold.
Alright, I've heard that one already.
The Fighters Guild is always looking for new members. If you've got a clean record and don't have a
His
bounty on your
fucking
head,
mouth
we
is
may be
fucking
able
with
to
me.
use you. Are you interested in joining?
Yeah,
Good, I guess. You're now an associate in the Fighters Guild. Report to me or Azan in Anvil for contracts. And don't screw up.
hey, I got my first achievement. I'm actually curious if they've added any achievements or if it's just the same ones from the original game. Looks like it's just the same ones from the original game. Which, that's fine. As far as I'm concerned, we will be done with this game when I
I suppose I've got something
complete
for
all
you.
the achievements.
We need a weapons shipment delivered to
and the
Desolate
DLC.
Mine.
Because
That's
I've
your
only done the
job.
DLC once, as far as I know.
You will advance through the ranks of the Fighters Guild when you have proven your merit.
As far as I remember.
As you complete contracts and fulfill your duties, you'll be promoted to the next station, accepting the associated duties and responsibilities. Be aware, though, that your rank can be stripped for failure to uphold the tenets of the guild, or at the sole discretion of the guild master. I'm sorry, you're not yet ready.
Alright.
I've heard
Move
others
your
say this.
ass, Boot.
Ganradhel sure does have a
I am
knack for
Boot.
training dogs. I've heard that you will train people as well, for a price.
Anyway, they're going to sit there and spout rumors because that's how the AI works in this game. I'm glad that hasn't changed because that won't that will not get old quickly. Alright, so we gotta go to the Desolate Mine. We're just gonna walk out. We don't...
I don't know you, and I don't care to know you.
Okay. We're almost level 3 already. It's fucking crazy.
What is it?
Not really crazy. Hell, Skyrim you level so fucking fast early on that
How are you?
it actually is a problem.
Go take your break. It's about time.
Is that my horse? Nope, it's just a paint horse. You can get a horse. Actually, this game is one of the first games that inspired Rage Towards DLCs back in the day. When DLCs were still new. What I mean by that, if you don't know, is most games, once upon a time, once they released, that was it. That was the full game. No patches, no bug fixes, no DLC. That game. Then if you wanted anything more from that game, it would be a sequel or a spin-off, you know, something of that nature. Around the years that this game came out is when DLC started happening. I know Sims was a big proponent of that, but I don't know what series actually started that. But this game got a lot of flack for it because of the DLCs that it was releasing. Apart from the Shivering Isles, which is actually a good DLC, a really good DLC, it released a couple of really goofy ones, like putting armor on your horse.
You must be the reinforcement from the guild. Good.
I think this
hope
is
you
our
brought
first
weapons
Red
for
Guard
us.
we've walked into. So far we've seen a Breton, maybe a Nord, Imperials, Wood Elves. We haven't been face to face with the Dark Elf, but we saw a Dark Elf. We saw a Wood Elf or a High Elf. I don't know what our timber is. We'll know when we actually see one or the other. And several orcs. So we've seen just about everything. I was starting to wonder where the Red Guards went because we haven't seen them. And Khajiit. We haven't seen an Argonian yet, though. So that is one we haven't seen yet. But the Cyrodiil being the capital of, like, the center of Tamriel and the, like, focal point of the Empire, which hasn't really taken off. Like, it's here, but it's not here, if you know what I mean. It doesn't have the same feeling to it in Oblivion as it does in Skyrim. Let's put it that way.
Horrible creatures. And they've made this mine too dangerous for the workers. We're going to have
You
to get
don't
rid of
really notice, like, the melting pot
a good
that this is
man
supposed
who honors
to be.
the Nine may visit the way
Like,
shrines
Cyrodiil is the
blessing for
capital of the
speed
Empire,
and
so
magicka.
all sovereign states of the Empire should have representation in Cyrodiil. Now, we aren't
Maybe,
in the
but
Imperial
just in
City,
time.
where that
We've
is
got
going to
trouble
be
with
more
goblins
obvious.
I'll
Or
take
should
the
be,
bow.
anyway.
You give the weapons to my other two men.
So she wanted the bow.
Get the weapons to the other men. Take
Uh,
care.
So we gotta talk to them and figure out what they want.
You're the one with the weapons shipment, right? Let's talk about that.
He sounds different.
Only good goblin is a dead goblin.
He used to be so
I like
loud and
dead
obnoxious.
goblins. Have you seen a land dreg? We call them billies. Don't know why. Steer clear of them, though. Good. I need a weapon. I'm looking forward to bashing some skulls in.
His lip is clipping. So there was your hint. He wants to bash some skulls in. We give him
A
the hammer.
Excellent. Good for bashing in puny goblin skulls. I'm good. I've got this hammer to bash in some goblin skull. Okay.
I like this old voice.
Ah, you've got the weapons. Let's talk about that weapon.
This is definitely a wood up.
Filthy animals. Some of my kinsmen are partial to them, but I find them reprehensible. Best way to take out a skeleton is with a big weapon. Forget spells, just smack them and watch the bones fly. Excellent. I long to sink a blade into some goblin flesh.
So the first time I did this, I did not pay attention to what they were saying at all. And I gave this dude the hammer and the orc the sword.
A blade. Fantastic. Let us take the fight to these vile creatures.
And it made it interesting.
No more needed for me. I have this fine blade with which I'll slaughter some of these miserable beasts. I'm waiting.
Give those weapons.
All right, we're done.
Be seeing you.
I have given weapons to the 3 Fighters Guild members. We should now clear the mine of goblins. I can do just that. Oh, they gotta open the door. So, if you give them the right weapons, they should survive anyway. But the more you help, the better their chances. I'm hitting rocks. Not that them surviving does anything, because they kind of just wander around the city and just don't get any new dialogue or anything. I don't know what they're doing right now. They just kind of let me fight all these guys. They are actually fighting something cool.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
I don't know where their friend went. The elf disappeared. I don't know where he went. They must be down here. Oh, well, that's not cool. Well, I thought they would survive, but they fucking died to a trap. I am over encumbered. Obviously. I am going to wear that steel armor, though. I guess I'll drop that. What does that put me at? I'm still way too fucking heavy. There we go. It's a shame. I would have liked to sell that, but it is what it is. Actually, I need to go back over there and see if their weapons drop too. That shit's too heavy, man. It's too fucking heavy. Oh, that was the last goblin. There's the warhammer, but where? I want the sword. Not the sword I want.
Well, they're all taken care of now. I can't believe we lost Elidor and Brett. Looks like we got them all. Good work,
You lost
soldier.
them because they ran into a fucking
Back
trap.
to work. You should head back to Burrs.
Okay.
Good going.
I want his... That's something I'm glad they... There it is. They fixed in Skyrim. So now I have a steel longsword. Which, is an upgrade. And it's an actual longsword. so that's good too. Normally, I get them all to survive. I don't really care because they don't have any more dialogue after this. They weren't really supposed to survive unless you actually do it right. And even then, they kind of get themselves killed anyway, as you saw. So you know it is what it is. There's a box up there. Out. Out. Fucking for real? I'm going too fast. Like, trying to hit it too quickly. That's also why there's an overabundance of lockpicks in this game compared to Skyrim. Like, the minigame penalizes you for going too fast. Whereas, like, the Skyrim minigame, it also penalizes you for going too fast, but, like, it's designed in a way where you really don't go fast. So it's fine. Can't believe it's already been half an hour. I get so sucked into games like this. It's insane.
What do you want?
Hello. I need you to buy
Have
shit.
a look around. You won't find
I
better
don't want
prices
your
in all
shit. I
town.
want you to buy my shit. I want to keep the fucking Warhammer. Oh, it's only 5. I'm gonna keep the Warhammer. Just so that I have
more than
a
I-
blunt weapon.
That's a fair deal.
What does she even have? Apart from all the shit I gave her. No weapons. No armor. No alchemy ingredients. Oh, I do need a couple of these. Let's buy like 10 hammers. Like, that's a lot of gold, but I do need hammers. I don't have any hammers right now. So,
Tell your
you
Take
don't
care.
give me shit. Okay, my mercantile did go up, so that's good. Buying shit does increase it too, just not at the same rate, if I remember. I am gonna fix everything and hopefully not... I didn't break any hammers. Nice.
It's you. I'm Arandel, living saint of Arkay, and the chapel's chief crusader against the wicked practice of necromancy. The worst thing is, no one even knows what happened. People heard the screams, but when they broke down the chapel doors, everyone was already dead.
Okay, so that's the thing we gotta do.
It's a scandal that the Mages Guild has tolerated practice of the black arts among its members for so long. The current Archmage, Hannibal Traven, is true and bold to prohibit necromancy, reversing the Guild's shameful past policies of official tolerance. Poor Tavella. I hear she is turning Cheydinhal inside out, looking for her husband, Rife. I hope nothing bad has happened to him. Rife Lathandis is one of the greatest painters in all
Interesting.
Cyrodiil. Sadly,
I think I
he's gone
remember
missing.
this.
His wife, Tavella, is beside herself with grief.
So,
Goodbye.
most of these side quests you don't have to do to platinum the game.
What is it?
Because the platinum is very, very basic. As you kind of saw when I, like, thumbed through it all. It's just finishing all of the guilds and the main story.
Hi there.
Oh, haven't you taken care of that weapons shipment yet? Those weapons won't deliver themselves. Well, you got the weapons there, but there were casualties after. Do better in the future or don't come to me for work. Here's your reward.
Not my fault they ran into a
You've
fucking...
done well so far.
Oh, hey, I got
hereby
apprentice already.
promote you to apprentice. Good luck.
There are a lot more ranks in each of these games. Or in each of these guilds. In Oblivion than Skyrim. And I kind of like that because it shows you, like, the steady climb. Rather than like, oh, suddenly I'm a big shot.
Nothing now, not at your rank.
Alright, so he's got nothing else for me. So I gotta go to
What do
Anvil
you want?
to continue.
Hello. Goodbye.
Which is fine. We'll do that later. Anvil, the Imperial City, and Shadenhall are kind of like the main cities when you're doing like just these missions. I might as well start this while I'm here. Now, I'm not set up to be a mage, but thankfully, that isn't a huge issue.
Yes? Are you interested in joining the guild? Talk to Falcar here in Shadenhall if so. Otherwise, any leader of a local mages guild hall can help. I don't know what Archmage Traven has against necromancy, but the first thing he did after taking over the Mages Guild was to ban its practice.
I mean,
Well,
there's
honest,
the morality
I
bullshit.
don't think we have much of a team in the Shadenhall Guild Hall. We lack leadership, and individually, we aren't very skilled.
That's very,
Goodbye.
self-deprecating.
Hi there.
I need you. Stop running
Did you
around.
want something?
Holy
You're not here
shit.
to join the Mages Guild, are you? I am the chapter head of the Shadenhall Mages Guild. It is quite an honor, but they had no choice, since I'm the only semi-competent one here. I don't know what Archmage trade... Are you sure you're up to it? You seem a little slow. I expect this will end in disaster, but
He really does not like
I
me.
will grant your request. Very well. You are now an associate of the Mages Guild. To advance in the guild, you'll need recommendations from each local guild hall in Cyrodiil, a feat which I'm sure will elude you completely. If you manage to actually receive the recommendations, you'll be eligible for entrance to the arcane.
So this was actually
I
a
shall
really
be
cool
quite
concept.
surprised as well. Now, unless you wish
kinda
to
think
attempt
of
to
it
impress
like,
me with your no doubt staggering intellect, I have actual
collecting
work
gym
to attend
badges.
to.
So each city has a mages guild, just like the fighters guild. Although I don't remember if every city has a fighters guild in this game. A lot of them do, though. Regardless, every city has a chapter head you have to talk to
Without recommendations
and get a
from local
recommendation.
guild halls, you'll never see the
So we have to
inside.
go to each
I dare say that's one of the
each
few
city
things Traven has done right.
and get our
By all
recommendation.
means, travel to the Imperial City and get stopped at the gates. You should
And
get
then
used to
once
that
we
sort of
collect them
rejection.
all, we can go to the Imperial City and go into the university.
The guild is still powerful in Cyrodiil, but poor decisions in the recent past have weakened it. Perhaps killed it. We shall see. Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me? Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the
So
university.
this is an
The
interesting
well
one.
is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving. It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you. I believe I explained your task very clearly. Do you understand?
He does not like me.
Or do I need to use
Does not
even
like me.
smaller words?
Anyway, here's our first Argonian.
I'm Ditsan, magician, Mages Guild, that is. It's all right. The guild here, that is. That's what you meant, right? It's fine. I'm doing fine here.
You feel like you're not
Our
doing
hall
fine.
doesn't offer much in the way of training. I can teach some basic alteration skills, but that's about it. Don't tell me Falcar's given you the same task he gave Vidkun. Oh, dear, I'd say more, but... Well, Falcar is the ranking member here, and I don't feel comfortable talking about him. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what. Find me when Falcar's not around, and then we'll talk. After we've spoken, you can have the key. Believe me, this is important.
The way your mouth moves is interesting to me.
Some say that Traven is misusing the power of the Archmage's position to further his personal agendas.
I don't remember who Traven is.
As I've said...
Okay, so I gotta wait until she's in a separate room from Falcar. Might be right now.
I hope I can... We can talk, so long as Falcar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate.
I'm not
Here's the
exactly
key,
useful.
and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falcar's ring, it may come in handy.
I am
And if you find out
Bloodstone.
anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you? Just perform the task you... Goodbye.
Okay, I can do that. So we're kind of doing them both at the same time, which is fine. I jumped the fence. Here's the guild. The well. The guild. The guild is in the sewer. Welcome to the underwater. And here's Vidkun. And here's the Ring of Burden. It has 50 weight. So, I think I just got a potion. I got something. She gave me something. I cannot move with this shit in my inventory, though. So, I'm gonna need to drop it. Maybe. There we go. We got it. We're good. I almost lost my breath. This is going to be a slow walk because I don't want to drop anything. This is also why leveling my strength is a good idea. What the fuck? Where'd my weapons go? Did I sell my sword? I don't think I did, but I'm gonna have to go check. That's gonna suck because I think I might have lost my sword.
I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, Associate. It may affect your recommendation. Oh, just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part. I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone, and after you'd left to go after that ring, well... I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falcar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkun, so I confronted Falcar directly. He was furious when I told him I'd helped you, and then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council.
Well, that works.
It's such a shame. He didn't deserve to die like that. Be seeing you.
Yeah, drowning is not fun. That's a heavy-ass ring. Anyway. Living quarters. That's the basement.
Well met.
Living quarters.
Hello,
Where the
associate.
fuck? Upstairs?
How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Great.
Farewell.
Oh, hello.
Where's Falcar's? I don't remember where Falcar's room is. Please hold. I gotta go up here and figure out where the fuck is he in the base? Is it legit in the basement? Fundamentals. Take all these magic potions because I can sell those. That's a lot of pages to read about alchemy. Anyway, here's Falcar's room. He has a broom. Guide to Bruma. Potion of Feather. Keep fucking it up. Bro, it's actually pissing me off now. Black soul gems. I wasted a lot there. I'm going to sleep real quick. Because we just leveled up. You realize that you're catching on to the secrets to success. It's just a matter of concentration. So I'm going to bump strength again. I'm going to bump endurance again because that's like my damage and my health. And then we'll do through 2 into agility. Because that's also my stamina. So we're focused on combat right now. And hopefully that chick has my fucking longsword.
What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. Alright, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate. Good day.
That works. So, we just finished one recommendation. Now, unlike the other guilds, the recommendation hunting is just the start. Like, we're not going to get any rank ups until after we finish the recommendations. That's just kind of the way it goes. Oh, that's what I needed. Fuck. I should have used that. Anyway, I forgot that it was a spell. The store, that's where I needed to go. I had to figure out if I can get my longsword back.
How goes it?
And then we'll go up to the castle. I did say we would do that, right? Castle Cheydinhal.
Borba
I don't care.
What can I
You have my
interest you
sword.
in?
Because I accidentally sold it to you, I'm pretty sure. You do not have my sword. Where the fuck is my sword?
Farewell.
Did I lose it when I finished that mission? But I didn't lose the fucking armor.
Borba
Oh, never mind. I understand. The armor
Have a
wasn't...
look around.
Uh,
You won't find
I
better
hate
prices
that.
in all town.
Give me my steel sword
Thank you
back.
for your... Be seeing you.
I just wasted money because... Yeah, I still need a long sword. So that sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, we're heading up to the castle. This has nothing to do with the guilds or anything. I just want to come up here. Is that Khajiit?
Good hunting. It is just Ragnar, the poor porter. Do you wish to beat me? Punish me? Of course, Ragnar deserves your scorn, but pity this one, please.
I want to scratch your chin.
Ragnar is your friend, no? Your servant. Whatever you require. Ragnar knows nothing. Less even. But Ragnar wishes to please. Raid Letandes is one of the...
He can train me.
You've got a lot to learn.
Oh, he can let me punch people. That's actually kind of legit. Alright, so something I should be doing, which I haven't been doing, because it's fucking expensive, is training. Because you can only train 5 times per level, and some skills take a lot to level up. Alright, she's not here. We're gonna go like 13 hours. Let's see. Because it is late. And I don't remember when they entered the audience chamber. There they are.
Go ahead.
I don't care about the bodyguard. I just want to talk to Count Andel Indaris.
I am Andel Indaris, Count Cheydinhal. There is no more generous or just ruler in Cyrodiil, if I say so myself.
Here's our first dark elf that isn't
around.
behind bars.
Is not Cheydinhal the model of civic rule? No, no, don't bow. I am just a humble servant of the people. A master sorcerer like Janus Hassildor inevitably outlives all his peers. It must be a lonely existence. Some words should be shared.
Okay, so I gotta be a friend with
We'll
him.
see.
He likes that, and he really likes that, but he hates that. I hit that.
Really? Really? Is that... You're revolting! Really? Interesting. You're wasting your breath. Really now? Get away from me.
I fucking hate it.
Get away from me. Really? What a wonderful compliment. Oh, please. You should be... I wish I could say that. What a wonderful... That's just talk. Not funny. What a wonderful... You can't scare me. Goodness. What can I... You're wasting your breath.
This shit's so annoying.
No. You do me too much honor. Get away from... Really?
But,
You're wasting your breath.
Oh, God. What am I staring at?
You do me too much honor.
It didn't turn.
Is that so? Well done.
Did I break it? It's actually broken. I can't do
What a
anything.
waste of time. Bye. What do you want? I don't trust... All right. You're revolting. Well done. Good. Oh, please. Oh, please. No. You'd not funny. Not even a little bit. Your weight. No. You do me too much honor. Really? Ugh. That's foul.
All right.
Ugh. What a wonder. Oh, please.
I can't bring it up anymore.
Yes. In fact, I do have a home for sale. It's a fairly typical Cheydinhall
So
home.
I got
It's
high
in
enough
decent
to
shape,
make it
although
good enough.
largely unfurnished.
So houses are good investments for
Really? Then you be seeing you.
Hey, 20 something speechcraft.
Yes? What do you want?
I don't like that angle.
What are you looking for? Both inns are... Goodbye.
I don't want to see that face looking up at me from that angle. Alright, so I've pretty much done everything I'm going to do in Cheydinhall right now. I did get some quests. We could do those, I guess. That's an anvil. This is Lavana. And yeah, I could do these two, I guess. Let me activate the quest though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't normally do all the side quests in Oblivion.
Greetings.
So this will actually be fun. But also kind of different because I don't remember the side quests. Like I'm a lot of stuff is starting to come back to me. But I definitely don't remember a lot of the side stuff since I didn't really do it all. He's above me.
Hello. You seem far too nice to be one
Holy
of Ulrich's
shit.
men. What can I do for you?
You've got a nose.
Oh, please, don't even get me started. That madman won't be satisfied until everyone in town is dead broke. Or in jail. What in Oblivion is Ulrich doing with all that money anyway? I'm sure he's lining his pockets with the gold of the good citizens of Cheydinhall. Take my good friend Aldous Othran, for example. In the last month, he's been fined 6 times. 6! All for being drunk and disorderly. Have you ever gone past a guard barracks? When are they not drunk and disorderly? What kind of a stupid fine is that? Well, Aldous couldn't pay the last 2 fines, so they seized his home and threw him into the street until he could pay it. Bastards. The Count, he could care less
That's
about
crazy.
our plight. As long as the roast suckling pig is delivered to his feast table, he's as happy as can be. Well, there's one man who seems to care. Garrus Dorellion, the
The guy who was trying to suck my dick.
I hear he isn't happy with Ulrich. I don't know what you can do for us in this situation. I mean, Ulrich is the captain, after all. Perhaps you could speak to Garrus. You can find him roaming the county hall of the castle most of the time. Poor fellow. You may be able to find him roaming the streets of Cheydinhal, probably drunk. Only a month ago, he lost his wife. They were traveling the road from the Imperial City when a bandit raiding party struck. He barely escaped alive. Ever since then, he's been drunk. Sure, he gets rowdy sometimes, but he's never hurt anyone.
Yeah.
I don't know where the Count found
But
him,
I mean,
but I sure wish he'd send him back. He's a menace to
if
this
someone's
town.
whipping their dick out in public, that's a problem.
Garrus may be our only hope.
Alright, let's go talk to Captain Blowjob. We're going a little bit longer because I'm thinking we're gonna wrap up once I decide we're done.
How are you?
For the break. Just because I was kind of getting to it earlier when we came back from break. I kind of need to sleep a little bit earlier this weekend.
I don't know you,
Today
and
and
I don't
tomorrow.
care to know you.
So that I can fall asleep early on Sunday. Unfortunately, that means shorter streams today and Sunday, probably. And maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
Hiding citizen.
But it'll be the last time. That's the reason. The only time that's the reason, but still. So I have to get up really early on Monday compared to any other day of the week.
Yeah, what do you want? It's always rats for the new associates. Is it some initiation test or something? I can't say I'm prepared to speak to you about that. No telling who will end up finding out. Go ahead. I doubt it. Yeah, I get it. Don't talk such. I accept. I have no choice. That's pretty good. I doubt it. Whatever you don't talk such rot.
Holy shit, that was so much.
Don't, please. I'm sorry. I doubt it. Not bad. Not now. Not
I am
later.
getting nowhere.
Not. I accept. I have no choice. I doubt. Good one. What nonsense.
How am I getting nowhere?
Good one. I doubt it.
Because
Yes,
I'm
don't
doing the
try to
wrong shit,
manipulate
that's why.
me.
These are the bad ones. I gotta remember that.
Not bad. Not now. No more. You're frightening me. Don't talk such rot. I accept. Yeah. I doubt it. I doubt. What nonsense. Yes? Yeah. I get it.
Right. Talk to me.
Appears you've spoken to Lavanna. I know she sounds a bit like a raving madwoman, but she isn't far from the truth. Ulrich is definitely up to something. Every day we take in exorbitant fines from the people. Where most of that money goes, I have a good idea. Ulrich keeps his
He
quarters
looks
locked,
too happy.
but I've glimpsed
And too
inside.
young.
The things he has in there could never be.
And I don't know
purchased
why
on
his
Captain's
head's tilted
salary.
like that while he looks at
First, I
me.
thought maybe he was from wealthy stock, but many of the goods have been delivered recently. I'd love to bring him to task in front of Count Indaris, but I dare not without a solid witness that will speak against him. Honestly, she's never done anything to be fined or get in trouble. Yet. The person I'd love to bring in as a witness is Aldous Othran. That is, if we could sober him up for 5 minutes. I haven't approached him myself, as Ulrich has eyes everywhere. However, he doesn't know you well enough yet to suspect anything. If you want to help, you need to get Aldous to agree to become a witness. Nothing else can be done. Aldous is living on the street now that his house has been seized. I begged Ulrich to give him more time, but he wouldn't. He won't be hard to find. Just follow the smell of stale mead.
Okay.
Beware of Ulrich. I wouldn't confront him at this time, as he'll surely have you thrown in jail. If you raise a hand against him and strike him down, you'll be accused of murder. Even if Ulrich doesn't do things by the letter of the law, I do. You must
Fair enough.
locate Aldous. He's a danger to himself and others.
Already at 29 speechcraft. Which means we hit Journeyman? What did Journeyman give me? Disposition decreases more slowly over time when trying to persuade a character. Journeyman's gonna be really, really helpful. Master would be really, really nice, but by that point, I'll have the money to not care. Hopefully. Probably. We'll see. I spend a lot of money on houses. Because that's just a common thing in this game. And in Skyrim. If you think I only get a house in Shadenhall, you would be wrong. I can pretty much get a house in every city. I don't know if that's completely true or not. We're gonna find out. I know it's not true in...
What? You say...
Oh, hi, sir.
Who are you? Huh. That stupid swit. Throw me out of my home.
Skyrim has at least one
city
where I can't get a house.
All I did was fall down, sure. Maybe even vomit.
Although pre-Hearthfire, it was
6 times, Ulrich.
more than that.
Well, I'm not standing for this anymore. You come with me and I'll show you what the Orphans can do on the backside of the wall.
What's he doing? Is he about to go fight this dude? Where is he going?
This is my house. Get out of the way. Move, I say.
Sir, this property has been seized by his lordship, the Count of Cheydinhall. Leave immediately.
I said move. Or by my ancestors, I'll put you on the ground with a split lip.
Sir, I must warn you that threatening a city guardsman is an offense punishable by a fine of no less than 50 gold. Pay, or be jailed.
You swit. How dare you? Ulrich be damned. He can take his fine and stuff it up his backside.
You've been warned. You're now under arrest. Please, come with me.
I'll go nowhere with you, Thatcher. Nowhere.
Oh, that's a problem. Well, he didn't need that money anyway. Madam, your neighbor died.
Is something amiss? What's wrong? Oh no. They killed him? I can't believe this. Ever since his wife passed at the hands of the bandits, his life has been miserable.
Well,
I'd grown to
now
become
it's over.
fond of him. I wanted to take him into my house, but I was afraid. And now look what's become of him. There are no more options left. Ulrich must be dealt with, and actions speak louder than words. You must do something for me. Go tell Ulrich that I have some information that incriminates him. Tell him to come alone or he won't get it. Then lead him here, and I'll do the rest. I'll make the necessary arrangements for his burial. He'll be buried next to his poor wife.
She wanted that.
I'll deal with him soon enough.
Alright, well.
Will not buy his way out of this one.
We leave. And we go find Ulrich von Liechtenstein. You know, I haven't watched that. That was a Knight's Tale reference, if you didn't know. A Knight's Tale. I don't know if that was based on a real event, but that's what I was referencing. If it was based on a real event, then, you know, there's that too. But, I haven't watched A Knight's Tale in a long time. It was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Still a great movie. Heath Ledger's just fucking phenomenal. And rest in peace. In anything that he did. The The Dark Knight was fucking fantastic. And Heath Ledger played no small part in that. Played a rather large part in that.
We must put an end to this travesty of justice. Aldous will be mourned. I won't sit by and watch the innocent being driven to the brink like that.
But yeah, A Knight's Tale
Something
was
must be
fantastic.
done, but without bloodshed. Levana has
Ulrich
always
von
been
Liechtenstein, I
quick-tempered.
think, was
You must reconsider
his
her plan.
character.
It can only lead to prison for her and for you. I swear that Ulrich will pay for this.
Or
We must
it wasn't
handle this
his
carefully
character,
and
but
prove
it's
to the Count that he
the
needs
name
to
they
be
used
arrested.
throughout the entire
Ulrich has been watching
movie as like a cover-up.
So I haven't been able to enact the plan I devised to bring him down. That ends today, now that you're here. The evidence we need to incriminate Ulrich must lie within his quarters. You must sneak in there and retrieve it without being seen. If you're caught, there isn't anything I can do to help you. Just be careful.
Yeah, I'm not sneaky.
Aldous' death is indeed a tragedy. We'll do what we can to put his soul at ease.
We'll see what I can do.
What's this about?
I have two options now. One is to go get Ulrich and bring him to Lyanna. And two is to do what I'm about to do. In Ulrich's quarters, I discovered a letter he wrote to some relatives outside of Cyrodiil. In it, he talks about sending them a great deal of money and goods he purchased using the illicit funds. This is the evidence Garrus would need. I should take it to him. Dearest Isabel and Janetta, I should be able to send you another package of money and goods within the month. This posting is proving more lucrative than I first suspected. Who knew that Indaris would be so easy to do? He doesn't even care. He's so busy wrapped up in his own affairs, and I mean that literally, that he has no time to pay attention to the daily operations at Shànks. I've decided to raise the fines again next month. Then we can begin constructing that summer keep we'd always wanted. My cousins. More to come soon. My love to both of you. Ulrich. Well, you don't need any of this money. I'm just going to take that off your hands. It's misleading when the eyeball opens because there's nobody actually watching me sometimes.
Anytime now.
Anyway, we're not going to give Lyanna what she wants. There's a reason why I'm doing it this way and not the other way.
I trust there were no run-ins with the guy. You're back. Good. Did you find the evidence?
Here you go.
You've done it. This letter will spell his undoing.
The main reason is that I don't want to run in with the Dark Brotherhood yet, and I don't know if that's a trigger
to the
point.
Count and deliver this immediately. Please meet me back at the Shànks Bridge Inn in about 2 hours.
But I want to watch you do this.
I must speak to the Count.
That is the Count.
What?
Okay, well, he's going to do that. I'm going to run outside. And we're going to wait for 2 hours, and then we're going to go to the inn. Oh my god. It's been about 2 hours, and Garrus Durelian should be meeting me at Shànks Bridge Inn. Well, I'm not there yet, so hold your fucking horses. I had to be careful when I'm leveling my acrobatics, by the way. Granted, it's not as bad as it can be when you, like, mod your stats. But there's the possibility to, like, once you get max acrobatics and athletics and max speed, that you
I've
can
come from
jump
speaking
yourself
with
to
Count
death.
Andaris, and I've news for you. After speaking to the Count, and in light of the evidence you recovered, Ulrich has been removed from his post and arrested. Many guards are coming forward with more evidence of his greed, so it's safe to say he'll be spending quite a bit of time in the city dungeons. I've been promoted to the post of Captain of the Guard, and hope to return respect to the peacekeepers of this town. The Count and I thank you
Keep
for
your
helping
eyes
bring
away from
Ulrich's hold
my
on
waist
Shadenhall
area.
to an end, and for doing so without unnecessary bloodshed. As a token of our gratitude, as you did this at the risk of false imprisonment, or perhaps your life, we reward you this bounty of gold. On behalf of the people of Shadenhall, I thank you.
150 gold.
Ulrich will be spending years in the city dungeons. This should give him plenty of time to reflect on what he's done. Until we meet again, may your travels be safe
Hi,
and
madam.
the road remain clear.
I'm sorry I don't sleep here, but I refuse to pay money to sleep. What else do I have? I have another quest here in Shadenhall. Yeah, the painter quest. This bitch is outside. She's outside.
How goes it?
Hello.
Maybe she's not outside.
Can you help me, please?
Oh, hi.
I'm Tavella Lethandis. I apologize that I can't give you the respect a guest in my home would normally receive, but I am at my wit's end.
Lots of dark
I am sorry
elves.
to
But
be
I mean,
so
it kind of
forward,
makes sense
but
since
I
the Count
desperately
is a
need
dark
your
elf.
help. It seems that my husband, Rice, has gone missing, and I just don't know what to do. Yes, my husband is the Rice Lethandis. Have you heard of him?
And people won't stop talking about him.
You haven't? That's strange. Rythe is known far and wide as one of the best painters in all Cyrodiil.
But what
His
about
specialty
Tamriel?
is setting the Great Forest to canvas. The paintings look so amazingly real that some say they can see the trees sway
And there's
in the
your
breeze.
problem.
That's a silly notion, of course. But it
Something I
just
do
goes
want to
to
do that
show
is
the
not
attention
connected
detail
to
Rythe uses when he
achievements
paints.
is something I plan on doing that is connected with achievements in Skyrim.
Yes.
And that is
Rythe likes to
the
work in his
Daedric
studio
quest.
with the door locked so no
There's
one can
always
disturb him.
quests with the Daedric
He
gods.
usually comes out to eat dinner and sleep.
Or
But
there
2
are in
days
these two
ago, he
games. I
didn't
don't know
come
about
out at all.
Morrowind.
At first, I wasn't worried. He does that
I really need to
occasionally.
go back to
But
Morrowind
when he
someday.
didn't come out for a full day, I
I've played
unlocked the
about
studio
2
with a
hours
key
of
he said to
Morrowind.
use only in
Like in 2 separate
emergencies.
sessions where I
It turned
restarted
out
the
he
game.
wasn't inside. I'm sure he never left that room, so I have no idea where he's gone. Please, help me find Rice. I love him dearly, and I am so worried.
I will find him.
Thank you so very much. Here's the key to Rythe's studio. You may come and go as you please. If you need me, I'll be around the house. I miss my love so much.
I'll do what I
Do
can.
be careful.
Anyway, where's his room? Why do you guys sleep out in the open? I have to question the way they build these houses. Where the fuck? Is it the basement?
Please hurry.
Oh,
I
it's
fear
over
Rice
here.
is in danger.
So if that wasn't your first clue, that's your first clue. We can go into the painting. We are in the painting.
Oh, you startled me.
You look fucking disgusting. Hi.
Where did you come from? You look real enough. You must.
I love that they added voice actors because that was like
someone finally
one of the
came.
biggest
Well, I'm overjoyed to see
gripes
a
people
friendly
had
face.
about this game.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
Before the
You're
remaster.
stuck here like I am.
Voice
Sorry to break it
actors,
to you like that.
faces,
If it wasn't for that annoying thief,
and
we
the
wouldn't be in
leveling
this
system
predicament.
were like the 3 big gripes people had overall.
I was in my studio when a Bosmer wearing dark clothing accosted me. Before I could call for help, he knocked me unconscious.
When I came to, I found that the door to my studio was still locked, and that the thief had snatched my paintbrush. That's when I saw it. There was something on the canvas of my painting that I hadn't put there. It looked somewhat like a troll, but it was badly done. Then it hit me. The Bosmer must have leapt into the painting, then painted guardians inside to protect himself using the brush of true paint. I knew the secret of my success would be revealed one day. I can tell you all about the brush if you like. Very well.
I am curious about this brush.
The brush showed up several years ago in the possession of an artist who was serving in the Arnesian War of 396.
The Arnesian War.
Fireball
I really need to brush up on my lore.
Lost the use of both
like
arms.
I especially with Dark Elves, because I haven't played Morrowind. And Morrowind is set before Oblivion, if I recall. Like they're each events that happened before the next age. So every game is like the next age of Tamriel. Not every game, but close to.
Pass it along to my kin one day. Did you want to know how?
Because I think this one's still in the third age, but the first two games weren't far apart, if I recall.
The brush allows the artist to paint from.
It's interesting that they do it that way, though, because like, yes, the games are like threatening to all of Tamriel, the things that happen, but like, the games are so disconnected from the rest of the world that they could not do that, and it would be just fine. Like, they could have had one game in every section of the world in the first age, or in the second age, or in the third age, and it wouldn't have mattered. And then done sequels on those, and really fleshed out what it is, to where we could see it all.
The creatures are now loose all over the forest, and in the clearing where I was still working.
Not to say I don't like the way it's done here, where we don't see it all, but we can kind of learn as much as we can through books and dialogue and notes and all that.
I'll have to remember to remove the trolls from my painting before I complete this piece.
But yeah.
Any luck yet?
I haven't left yet. Why did you talk to me? Another game I would love to play again, like series I would love to play again, that I'm never going to be able to play properly, is Fable. Not the first Fable. I never played the first Fable, and I don't know if it holds up well enough for me to want to play it. But Fable 2 and Fable 3. Now, Fable 2 I could probably play. Well, not probably. I could play to completion. No problem. It's Fable 3 that would be a problem. And why I say that is because Fable 3 was one of those games that suffered from the always online bullshit in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. A lot of them do now too. But like SimCity 2000 is another fucking great but terrible example. The last SimCity before they scrapped that series entirely. I say that and then they'll make another one. But yeah. That game was always online. And because they did always online, and the launch was bad, everybody was pissed off. And the reason they were... Oh, actually, now that I think about it, it's not that Fable 3 is always online, but it was connected to a DRM service called Games for Windows Live. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Because SimCity was always online, for a single-player game, you gotta remember that. That game was primarily single-player. Like, there was damn near zero interactivity with other cities. and other players. So it was basically just a DRM service for no reason. So when the launch was bad and the servers were broken, everybody was pissed because they couldn't play their single player experience due to online servers. If you really think about that, it paints a grisly picture for the future of games. I've located the thief's corpse. I should now search it for the brush of true paint. Well, there's the brush. Take this dagger too, and that armor. You get to be naked, sir. Anyway, to go back to Fable 3. The Fable series, so it might make Fable 2 hard to play too, I don't know. I don't know if Fable 2 had games for Windows Live connected to it or not. But anyway, Fable 3 was connected to games for Windows Live, which was one of the original DRMs.
Let me go paint us a way out of here. Good work. Now I can paint the portal home.
And
after it's complete,
basically you had to have it on
else you'll be
and
stuck in here
active to
forever.
play the game, and it would detect like anti-cheats and like it was anti-piracy more than anti-cheat. To make sure that
follow me.
Your game was a legit copy of the game. Now, it was a bad version of a DRM, but it did its purpose for a little while, I suppose. Wraith used the brush of true paint to paint a door back to his studio. I should now step through and return back to Tamriel. Got it. We've arrived back in Wraith's home. The painting is now sealed, and Wraith is safe. I should speak to him when I have a moment.
I don't know how to thank you.
You
have a good heart to help me get back home.
Like 10 years ago, Games for Windows Live shut down.
Please take this apron as a token
And
of our
some
friendship.
games, some
It's not
developers,
much, but perhaps it will help you
actually
in the
quite a
future.
few developers,
All I ask in return
updated the games that were
keep
connected to
the
Games for
brush's
Windows Live to
existence
run without it. But not
If
all of
word
them.
gets around that I have
Lionhead Studios
I'm
is one of
afraid
those
more
that
than a
did
lone
not.
cut purse will
Now,
visit
the main reason they did not is because they were closed down and bought out. Like, relatively soon after that.
Safe journey, Sergio.
Please, share the hospital. Safe travels, Mathera.
So, they weren't going to do it either way. The games were out. They didn't care. And I can go on and on about, I don't know his name, but the guy who made, who headed Liongate and basically did nothing with that. So there's Bruma, there's Coral, there's Skingrad, there's Kvatch, there's Anvil, there's Breville, there's Leowin, and the Imperial City. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cities plus the Imperial City, so 9. I think that's right. 3, 6, 8. Yeah. 8 cities plus. Then there's the Black Marsh. So, I'm actually zoomed in. So this is the map of Cyrodiil. Cyrodiil is not the biggest continent in Tamriel, but it is the center of Tamriel. So, like, as you notice, there's Skyrim. That's the northern section. Hammerfell's over here in the northwest. We got Elsewhere in the Valenwood down in the southwest. Skyrim is the home of the Nords. Hammerfell is the home of the Redguards. Above these two, in the furthest northwest, is High Rock. and Orsinium, which are basically the same continent. You never really see Orsinium on the map. At least not on the maps that I found. But that's where the Bretons and the Orcs hail from. Valenwood is where the Wood Elves hail from. Elsewhere is where the Khajiit hail from. Black Marshes are the Argonians. And Morrowind is the Dark Elves. Now Morrowind was a setting for a Elder Scrolls 3. Hammerfell I think was 2. And High Rock was also one of them. So 1 was 1 and 1 was 2. I know that. The other one that we're missing is the Somerset Isles, which is the High Elves. Obviously, because it's not touching Cyrodiil. So, but you can basically see how like the Imperials are the center of everything, and that reflects in their empire because they feel like they are the center of everything. Anyway, I love this like river that is created where it comes straight up from the bottom of the continent and then engulfs and creates this island in the middle. Almost like the Imperial City was destined to be there. I would love to see like the startings of civilization and how they came to decide that this island was where it's at. Like, when did they decide to build this city? Obviously, it wasn't the Imperials, it was the Aelids, as they mentioned previously. But I would love to see it. Like, I'd love to be able to put it together and actually see it. Anyway, all these red markers are the mages guilds in each of these cities that I need to go to for the mage quest. The other thing I need to do right now is go to Anvil, all the way over here. You also notice that Kvatch, there's nothing here. I can fast travel to Kvatch, but I can't go in Kvatch. There's a reason for that. We're not going to get into that right now. But there is a reason for that. There's the Wayne Priory near Coral, where Joffrey is. We're probably not going to go to the Priory for a long time. I'm just being honest. Which means we won't be going to Kvatch for a long time. Just being honest. I don't remember the layouts of most of these cities. Also being honest. The cities I remember the best are Anvil and Shadenhall, because that's like where most of your Fighters Guild missions are going to take place. Breville, and kind of Leowen, I think. I think Leowen, no, maybe not Leowen, but also maybe Leowen. I don't, well, maybe. Bruma, Chorrol, Skingred, Leowen for the most part I don't remember the layout, but these other cities I don't remember very well. I didn't spend a lot of time there. Now I can tell you Skingred has the most expensive house. The cheapest one is in the Imperial City, because we can't get one actually in the city if I recall. It's out on the waterfront. That being said, I do want to go to the Imperial City. We're gonna instead of doing the Fighters Guild, I want to end on something I want to do, which is the arena. So you can go one of two ways with the arena. You can go up to the arena or you can come down to the Bloodworks. Going up to the arena is to place bets on the arena. I don't give a shit about the betting. That is pointless to me. You still look really fucking weird.
I don't believe I've ever seen you down here in the Bloodworks before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Agranak Gromalag. Most people just call me the Grey Prince. It's kind of silly, I know, but The people of Cyrodiil need heroes. I'm more than happy to oblige.
Cool.
Yes, it's what everyone calls me. I guess I'm partly to blame. I have never made it a secret that I'm actually only half orc. I am a lord's son, yet I've been denied the noble privilege to which I'm entitled. So I have become the Grey Prince, noble in my own right. Still, if I could prove who I really am and show the world that an orc can be noble in blood as well as deed, maybe, yes, you could help me.
So this mission is actually
I grew up here in the
kinda
Imperial
sad.
City, but I was born elsewhere. My mother was a servant in the employ of Lord Leviticus and resided at his fortress. Lady Leviticus was a shrew of a woman. The Lord and my mother grew close and ultimately fell in love. I was the result of their union. When the lady learned of my birth, she was furious and threatened to kill both my mother and me. So we fled, leaving my claim to nobility behind.
Except there's a problem
mother
with that,
died
but
recently.
we'll get into that.
Before she passed, she gave me this key and told me it would unlock the truth at the place of my birth, Crowhaven. Crowhaven is a ruined fort far to the west of here. I'd go myself, but my training regimen doesn't allow for the luxury of such an excursion. My friend, you must travel to Crowhaven and use the key to unlock whatever it is that holds the proof of my birthright. Find this proof and return it to me, and I'll share with you some of my finest combat techniques. Trust me, you can't learn these moves in a book.
I love how he poked fun at the game itself. It's Porkchop. Porkchop's cool. We don't want Porkchop to die.
By the gods, what do you want? I'm trying to train here, weakling. Why don't you go someplace more your speed? Like the Mages Guild.
We got a face like that.
Stop talking already! And who in Shinji's name might you be? Look, if you're a spectator, go upstairs. And if you're one of those idiots who thinks they have something to prove in the arena, go over and talk to Owen.
Thought there were more people down here. Anyway.
I don't know who you are, friend, but you've got
He's
about
very angry.
10 seconds to tell me what you're doing in my bloodworks before I lop your arms off. You what? You want to be a combatant? Look at you! My granny could beat you, and she's dead! Wait, you're serious, aren't you? What is it with you people? You walk in, want to be combatants, and your entrails end up decorating my red room. All right, it's your funeral. Welcome to the arena, you filthy pit dog. You're free to fight so long as you know the rules of competition. Now let me give you your battle raiment. It's the uniform of all arena combatants. Do you want a light raiment or a heavy raiment?
I want to be heavy.
Here, wear it proudly. And keep it in good condition, would you? That way I can give it to some other suicidal idiot after you're dead. Just let me know when you're ready for a match, and we can get this over with.
Okay. I'll come back in a second. Because I gotta put my fucking raiment on. This thing looks goofy. It's always looked goofy. I swear to God, if I don't have my fucking sword... Okay, I do.
You haven't run home to Mama yet, huh? That's a good... That's Isabel Andronicus,
Crabby old woman.
Sits over there. She's dear to me, so if you wrong her in any way, I'll rip your damn liver out.
Interesting.
That's me, genius. Down here, I'm the boss. I don't care if the Emperor's ghost is floating around. In the Bloodworks, he answers to me. The first Arena Blade Master. Best damned warrior that ever lived. Served with the Order of Diagna. Got killed fighting the orcs. Azura rests his soul. The reigning Grand Champion is Agranacro Malog. His fighting name is the Great Prince. He's an orc. Well, half-orc, actually.
Wouldn't you know it? I am an orc, too.
The important thing is he's been Grand Champion for nearly a decade. Why? Because nobody's had the guts to face him. The Great Prince is unbeatable. At least that's what the people of Cyrodiil have come to believe. Maybe it's time someone stepped into that arena and proved them wrong. You fight for the blue team. You fight against the yellow team. In order to fight in the arena, you must wear an arena battle raiment. The battle raiment
So
covers
he's
your entire
covering
body.
everything for me.
You can use your own helmet, shield, and weapon, so choose those items wisely. The battle raiment's already enchanted, so you can't muck with it. But aside from that, anything goes. Magic, stealth, whatever you need to win. You can compete in the arena any day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Just come to me, tell me you're ready for a match, and away you'll go. Got it? Good. If you
Cool.
actually manage to win a fight, don't get any ideas about looting your opponent's corpse. That's strictly forbidden.
But I want to.
I heard a rumor that you're in...
That's beautiful. Alright.
Get a
I'm
move
gonna
on.
see if anybody's here. Oh, this dude's here.
Stop talking already!
Hey there, pit dog. How's life treating you? That's Isabel. She's sort of the arena den mother. She handles the logistical stuff, as well as the training of the Grand Champion. That's Owen. He is in charge of the arena. Arranges the fights, trains combatants, that sort of thing. Been that way since Gaiden Shinji. Who is Gaiden Shinji? Are you serious? Gaiden
You're
Shinji
way
was
too
the
close
first
to me,
arena
sir.
blade master. It was he who oversaw construction of the arena back in the First Era. The arena was his dream.
His dream.
To this day, an arena combatant lives by Shinji's credo. The best techniques are passed on by the survivors. To be the best, learn from the best. Ironically, Shinji himself was killed shortly after the arena was completed. Even he could not survive the 30-year siege of Orsinium. Farewell, my friend. May your blade always strike true, and first.
Okay. That iron too. They're all iron. Got it.
You
Alright,
haven't run
we're gonna
home to
do
Mama yet, huh?
at
That's a
least
good
one
sign.
match.
So,
I think we're gonna
you ready
rank
for a
up,
match,
and then
or do you
we'll
just
call
need
it
some
a night.
information? You might be ready, but the arena ain't.
God damn it.
Get a move on.
Alright, we're going to bed. In this scenario, I'm going to bed because sleeping's free in the arena. And I think you get rested bonuses if you sleep rather than wait. Maybe not in this game. I slept with the yellow champion.
You haven't run home to Mama.
Anyway,
All right, maggot. Looks like you're suited up in your battle raiment and all set to go. The red room is just over there. When you're ready to get eviscerated, just head up the ramp to the arena. Good luck, and may Azura have mercy on your soul.
he looks so angry. Welcome to the red room. You have not yet bloodied yourself in the arena. Return and refresh yourself after tasting battle. It's a very bloody room. I like this. Ah, thank God. They did not change the announcer at all. This is one of the best parts of the game. For me.
Pit dogs. So let's not waste any time. Let the battle begin.
It isn't it's a little crazy that they have death matches, but also, you know, not really.
You're pathetic. You're pathetic.
I cannot change weapons while attacking. He fucking healed. I am dying. We don't want to do that.
Fall down and bleed to death! Die, damn you!
Dying again.
Good people, we have a winner. All hail the combatant from the blue team.
Oh, they still have that in the game. That's kind of annoying. So, in the original game, if you open the menu while he was talking, he would stop talking. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is.
By the 9 divines, you did it. You actually won. You ain't so bad after all, Pit Dog. You may even survive enough matches to advance in rank. Here, kid. This is your payout for the victory. There's more where that came from if you can keep on winning. Now go unwind before your next fight. Okay, so you're not a complete loser. Don't get cocky.
So, this
Let me know when you're ready
voice
for a
actor
match
is
and you
actually
can prove
kind of
yourself
cool.
to me some more.
Because he is in Fallout 3 as well.
You give the people of Cyrodiil a good show, and I'll make...
And one of my favorite voice actors in Fallout 3. I heard him in a recent game that I played, but I don't know which one it was. We'll end up playing Fallout 3 sometime in the future. I just don't know if it'll be the near future. There's so many games on the list. Although, right now, it's looking like we won't get a lot of new games for a while. So that'll be a thing. Is that a Nord? Maybe.
You'll never leave this arena.
No, it sounds like an... Dude, why do I keep charging?
You'll never take me down. Yeah.
Give me my stamina. The range on this sword is awful.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Where are you? I can level up now, so that's cool.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm!
I am a pathetic worm, apparently. Taking a lot of damage. Got him.
We have a winner. All hail the combatant from the blue team.
I want to know where he's shouting from.
The blue team. Leave the arena now.
So I can't go down this way. If you've ever wondered if you could go down this way, you can't. This is the door to the yellow team's red room. You are not authorized to enter this area. You will never be authorized to enter that area. So, just in case you were wondering, it will never happen. Anyway, we're gonna level up and get our rank up, I think. I don't know what that actually does, but we did it anyway.
Okay, so you did it again. What do you want from me, a hug? Take your gold and get out of my face, pit dog. The yellow team ain't gonna... Get a move on.
Lay down real quick and level. Because I want... It's all suddenly obvious to you. You just have to concentrate. All the energy and time you wasted. It's a sin. But without the experience you gained, taking risks, taking responsibility for failure, how could you have understood? Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a fucking weapon that's proper for this. For my stats. I don't think there's any long swords here. There are mauls. All the two-handed weapons you could want, but I want a longsword. That is what I need. That's what I want. I can't get that.
I'm a busy man. What it...
Where are my hammers? Running out of hammers.
Is it? The yellow team ain't gonna... You must be downright determined to get yourself killed, huh? Okay, then. Head back up to the arena and try not to die before the gate opens.
Okay. Forgot that I could do magic items because I did make my armor a major skill, so it went up 20 points.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena.
I see my opponent.
Are you ready for a bloodbath? The winner of this match will advance in rank.
Alright, so we're gonna hit we're in our advancement match. We win this and we're good. Bow? Bow. Where? I hate when they run around me. I don't know what's happening. He's like bugged. I need new magics.
Good people,
That shouldn't have gone that way, but you know, whatever. I'll take it.
from the blue team. Victor from the blue team. Leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
Wash the dirt off my body.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're no longer a pit dog. That's right. You've actually advanced in rank. Congratulations, Brawler.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Brawler. Your training's going well, I hope?
He's a gladiator.
Farewell, my friend.
He's pretty high up there.
Well, well, well. Still alive, are we?
Her face
Amazing.
fucks me up.
I never thought you'd make it past the first combatant. Just make sure you remember your place, Brawler.
Blade always strike true. And first.
Listen, Sunshine, I ain't...
Alright, well.
You've returned. Please, friend, make haste.
I am done with the arena for now. Because we are not nearly prepared enough to do everything, I think. Here's the Imperial Guard.
What is it, citizen?
That dude looks goofy as hell. yeah, so I think I am going to call it here. Which is about when I normally end. This is a shorter stream, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah.